Hi, my name is Susan Roberti, and name of my show is Let's Talk Tail Waggers. I want you to know that we are all volunteers. Erin has drove me. She's my camera person. She's my everything. She takes me places, and she's doing camera work right now. We're all volunteers, and it's so much fun. It really is because you don't have to do this or do that. When you want to do a show, come up and do a show. You're welcome to. Uh, I'm just so thrilled about being here today because this show is always something special. Is here. I wish you could be here. So now it's time for us to go and see our kids.
That makes the best television right there.
Thank you.
Gonna give me a pretty view, pretty view,
Oh.
pretty face. Oh, there we go.
So many. Hey, Stella. Can you sit nice? There you go.
I actually got her sitting gorgeous laying there a few
Oh,
minutes
really?
ago. Yeah.
Hello. You're a beautiful young lady, and you're out here today giving your time. And these dogs, have you seen their costumes?
Oh, they're adorable.
They're absolutely. All right.
creative.
Yeah. You want to give your name and how did you get started?
Sure. My name's Donna Johnson. I'm a volunteer with the Proper Pit Bull. I got started probably like a lot of people. I rescued a dog that needed a home, kind of realized that pit bulls got a bad rap, and through getting her some training, met some people, and slowly that grew into some friendships. And then as Nicole, who I was friends with, started the Proper Pit Bull, I was brought on board to help and organize and become involved to try to make more of a difference and to help other people.
Well, do you need volunteers?
Sure. We have volunteers. Every once in a while we do some organizations to bring people on board. You can find more information out at our website, theproperpitbull.org. And we're also on Facebook and Instagram as well. As the Proper Pit Bull.
That name, it's precious. It really is. Because people are afraid of them. And they're dear dogs. You know, there are some that are trained to be mean. You just stay away from those. But the rest of them are just precious.
I mean, it's truly like any breed. A dog needs, proper care, support, training, and all of that to really be the best versions of themselves. And hopefully that's something that we can help dog owners that have pit bulls give to their dogs through some of our assistance.
Well, I thank you, dear. We're going to be walking around here. This is one of my favorite places to come.
It's a very nice event.
Yeah.
It usually is. It's a good turnout.
It is. And I thank you so very much for your time, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Who is this?
This is Ruffles.
Ruffles.
He's one of our rescues.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your rescue on camera?
Yes.
I can.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. Your name?
My name's Bill Minner.
And how did you get started with this guy?
We joined a rescue, and he's one of our rescues that we got. He's 20 years old. Most people don't know that they live to be 70 to 80 years old. And they find out that they live that long, they outlive people. They find out they bite, they make a mess, and they scream. And that's just what birds do.
Yeah, they do.
but
Oh yeah, they do.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, but mainly I just think it's trying to communicate. Is there another one of me out there somewhere? You know, when they do that screaming.
Yeah, I mean that's in the wild. It's like a flock call a lot of times. A lot of the birds they want to be with somebody. Especially macaws, they want to be with their person. So if they're not with their person, they're going to act out. A lot of the thing is they'll scream. They'll scream until you come pick them up because they just want to be with their person.
Well, that's how they talk.
Yes.
What is your rescue?
He's gorgeous.
Oh, it's Heart and Soul Parrot Rescue.
Aww.
Right over there.
Do you love him?
He's my buddy. He is a good boy.
Yeah. Your dad loves you, I can tell. He says, get this thing off me, Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just put him.
To protect him, sure.
Yeah, he doesn't like it, but we don't want him to fly away.
Please, God, no. Well, we'll come down and visit. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Heart and Soul. Hi, my name's Susan Roberti, and welcome to Let's Talk Tail Waggers. Got a bunch of good things to tell us today.
Yes, I'm actually with Biggie's Bullies. We're a foster-based rescue here in Pittsburgh. We actually have a few dogs here available for adoption. Yeah, if anybody's interested, you can follow the Facebook page or our website, biggiesbullies.org. Yeah, we take...
Now, how do you get them, and how do you train them?
Normally, they're pulled from a shelter. We've taken on abuse cases. We've taken on hospice dogs, which normally aren't adopted out. They're kept in a foster home till, But yeah, we have trainers that work with them. Upon adopting, we actually include a few free training lessons for the dog, which is very helpful with, allowing them to adjust to their home and their new home.
Well, do you recommend them for a first dog?
Absolutely. Pit bulls are the same as any other dog. They're big love bugs.
I know I know they are. But they get a rap because of the drug dealers, what they do, and it just breaks my heart because the poor little things, they make them fight. They don't want to do that,
I know.
I could say a few words about that, but this is absolutely Biggie's Bullies.
Yes.
About how many do you get out a year?
Total so far since the rescue started, I believe there's been over 200-300 animals saved.
Wow.
Yeah. I personally adopted my dog through them. They're an amazing rescue. I've been volunteering with them since.
Yeah, that's usually where your heart goes.
Yeah. They always go for the underdogs, and I love that. So
I think the one gentleman told me one time about that you're a loser if you get a dog because you ain't ever going to let it go.
Yeah, did you ever see the saying, dogs are like potato chips, you can't just have one? Yep. I have 3.
I always said 3.
Yep.
And if you're out there and you don't have a dog, you're missing the best time of your life.
Oh yeah, there's nobody else will be wiggling at the door whenever you come home. So they're your best
I like
friend.
it when I'm out in the kitchen and they are all sitting, looking up at me.
Yep. I know. They're like, are you gonna share some of
that? Yeah. And like you say, when you come home from work, they're like, oh my God, she's home. You go down the cellar. Oh my God, she came back. Oh my God.
I know. You only gone for 10 minutes and they're like, oh my gosh, where did you go?
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah. I do. I love dogs with all my heart, and I can tell you do. And I'm glad you got suckered into it.
Oh, absolutely. It's fun. I enjoy it. I love meeting new people here and, seeing meeting other people in other rescues, and everybody just works together.
We'll get this out for you, and I hope that you get lots more.
Thank you.
And God bless you for what you do. And
oh, thank you so much.
It's a hot day, and here she sits, as pretty as a picture, and here she sits.
Hey, we have fun. Get to see all the cute dogs and costumes.
I know. Doesn't it kill you?
Meet nice people. Can't beat it.
And your name is?
Sienna Sheffrin.
And where do you live?
I live in Pittsburgh. Oh, I love the city.
Oh, God. No, thank you. Okay, now what is your organization about?
We are Daisy's Dogs. We are a training organization. I do all in-home training, so I go to the owners and I teach the owners how to train their dogs.
Did you hear that at home? If you get a puppy or a dog, she will train it at home. You there?
Our whole motto is every dog deserves a well-trained owner.
Yeah.
And Daisy, this is Daisy of Daisy's Dogs, and she runs the house.
And you've had her since?
I've had her for 8 years now.
And she's a good girl.
Yes, she's a service dog for PTSD and mobility assistance.
Wow. And she likes it.
Oh, she loves it. She gets to go everywhere with me, her person. She still gets treats, obviously, so she's a spoiled girl.
She's a good girl, my goodness. So how long have you been doing this?
So I've been doing this training for 8 years. I actually got started with her at a training organization in Morgantown that taught me everything, but I wanted to move to Pittsburgh so that I could do it up here.
Yeah. It just seems like dogs and people giving kindness is a no-brainer.
There's nothing better than watching a service dog with their person. I could get choked up talking about it at any time.
Do the people borrow him?
No, she is with me, but I do use her to help train the other dogs.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
also do behavior training, so if we have any leash reactivity, she's kind of my guinea pig.
She a good girl?
Yeah,
She is. Well, I thank you very much for
absolutely.
spending time with us, and I hope you get lots of people.
Thank you. Have a great day. It's beautiful, and
It is.
everyone's costumes are amazing.
They're precious.
love it.
Thank you, dear. Okay, and your name is?
My name is Bill Jeffcoat, and I am president of Life Changing Service Dogs for Veterans. We're a Pittsburgh-based volunteer group, and our mission is to raise funds so that we can breed, train medical service dogs for our veterans. Our dogs are trained by Guardian Angel Medical Service Dogs in Williston, Florida. We've raised $1.3 million to date.
Wow.
We've paired 30 veterans with 30 dogs. We have enough for 30 more dogs. The cost of a dog is $25,000, 2 years to train, 1,500 hours, and they're given to the veteran at no cost.
Do you enjoy doing this?
I love it. These dogs are trained to mitigate the visible and invisible disabilities that our veterans face. Post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, insulin dependence, seizure disorders, mobility issues.
Well, the thing that I love the most is that they give happiness.
It's unconditional love to the veterans. Now, some of these veterans, like 39% of all veterans coming back from Afghanistan, are suffering from traumatic brain injury because of the IEDs and the roadside bombs. And what the public needs to know is that 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And that's why on the back of our shirt,
Look here, look here. Wow.
that is a reminder that, these brave men and women that serve our country, mental health issues is a number one priority within the VA system.
And you know something? This might sound dumb, but I think dogs are wonderful for any age, and especially someone that has mental illness, because they can talk to them and they won't come back at them. They'll listen, and that's what they need, is somebody to listen. And they do.
I have a veteran that came back from Afghanistan. He stayed in his house for 8 years. Self-isolation, only coming out to go to Walmart or to the VA. Lost his family, lost his kids, was over-medicated Saw a counselor, and the counselor said, "You'd be a good candidate for a service dog." And he said, "Excuse me, but what the hell's a dog going to do for me?"
Surprise!
And that dog has been life-saving for him. You know, he's out now. He can go out into the public, into society, and be a vital part of society again.
Sure, because he could talk to him, and he didn't talk back, but he could say it and hear it at the same time, and that's what's so important for those guys. I have 3 brothers that were in the Vietnam War, and 2 of them went. One stayed forever in the Navy, and my other brother got out in 4 years. But my 3rd brother, they all went in together, and he got sent to Vietnam. And when he came home, he wasn't my brother anymore. And
Well-
it's just absolutely, he likes kitty cats. And he'll talk to those cats. And my mom, when she was still here, she said, "What are you talking to that cat for? It doesn't know what you're saying." And he said, "Oh, yes, it does, Mom." You know, animals are God's gift to people.
And there's what I did in Vietnam.
Oh, my.
I was a canine handler out front. And I walked this earth because of a dog.
Me too. Me too. Now, tell me, why didn't they bring all those dogs home? Why did they shoot them?
There were 4,000 dogs that were actually used in Vietnam. About 210 were brought back to the States. And the rest of the dogs, at that point in time, the military and the government had them classified as supply. So what they did is they gave them to the South Vietnamese Army, and we don't know if they used them.
Eat them?
And there's a society over there that actually eats dogs, so we don't know. And at least today, the government is allowing these dogs coming back to eventually be with their handlers once their time's up.
Oh, that's so good to know. That's so good to know because that's their life. You know, their other part, their shadow, the other part of their life. There's no words that you can ever say. I've been wanting to do a show. If you'd like to do a show, sit down and talk and about the veterans.
I'd love to bring a veteran with me with his service dog so he can talk to you.
Oh, good. Well, our station is up in, do you know where Bethel Park is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, our station, BP TV, is at the police station, beside the police station. And I'll get a card off of you, a number, and give you a call. And could you please come up and talk to people?
Will do.
Oh,
And people can, there's our website.
there it is. PA Dogs Forever Vets. That's beautiful.
You can go on and see some of the stories and what we're doing to help these veterans. And I thank you so very, very much. And it's my
I get
pleasure.
chills. I get chills. And your name is?
Hi, I'm April Minnick, president of Karma.
Wow. And Karma does all this, gets the shows together, gets everything ready, right?
Right, we've been presenting the event for 10 years, and this year we have a new sponsor and host. It's Pittsburgh Pet Connections magazine, and they've been good enough to do all the layout work and put everything on, and then this year Karma is the beneficiary. So
Now, what is Karma for?
we're like an umbrella group that helps all other small rescues and shelters.
Oh.
So for adoption, a lot of people aren't sure where to start. So we have a lot of breed rescues here that can tell people about their individual breed. And we have shelters and rescues that carry all kinds of breeds.
Oh. So if they contacted you and they wanted to get a wee little dog, you'd know where to go. If you were
Yes,
the big thing.
I could provide the directions.
Yes, yes.
And then we also support education. A lot of people aren't sure what leash to get or if their dog's acting up. We can direct you to any of those sources that are good verified sources. So you know you're
Did
getting
you hear that at home? There are courses you can learn. Go to them.
Yeah, when I was young, I thought a dog trainer was like a trainer for the movies, like Lassie or whatever. But there are trainers that come to your house just for your dog jumping or your dog chewing, and they can advise you.
I think that's the hardest thing, to get a puppy and they grow big and you can't get them to quit jumping up.
Exactly.
That's number one, I think.
Yep.
Number one thing.
Yeah, I think I'll give you a free
Lesson.
for a dog that jumps. They're jumping to get an attention. So if you touch them or if you say down or you push them, they just won. And they'll continue to jump because you're giving them attention. The best thing to do is to offer the dog a sit, and then they can't sit and jump at the same time. So if they come bounding over to you, have a treat and say sit, and then they'll learn when they're meeting someone or ready to jump or the door rings, they can come over and sit, and then they're going to get what they want.
What a good idea. People don't realize how smart these little brats are. I love them. They're my kids. I call them brats. They're smarter than we are.
I think they figure things out just like the jumping.
And they look in your eyes, and your eyes tell the whole story.
That's the truth.
And the sound in your voice tells the whole story.
Right.
And if you keep it calm and nice and teach them sit,
Yeah,
gently.
we like to promote what's called reward-based training. That means think about how you raise kids now. I know when I was younger, I got a shoe or a wooden spoon when I acted up. Well, now the way they teach timeouts or rewards or non-violent things, we're hoping that carries over to animals as well.
Yeah. Well, that's a good idea, because if you would put them in a cage, it would quiet them down. Yeah.
So we teach people who crate their dogs. We tell them don't put the dog in there when they're acting bad. The crate should be a good place. So when they go in the crate, you give them a treat. Their Kong, their bone, or something.
Yeah.
And then they know every time they have to go in the crate, woo, it's a good time.
You really like doing this, don't you?
I love animals, and I love supporting animal welfare in any way I can.
I can see it in your eyes. You're
Thank
just
you.
so calm, and it's just so wonderful. And you're here, and you're helping hundreds of people. And let's talk tail waggers love people like you, really.
Thank you. And I'd like to say that a lot of times we have articles in the Pittsburgh Pet Connection magazine. We feature shelters, rescues. I do some writing. So if you pick up the free magazine anywhere in your area, you can read about the work that's being done.
They have a free magazine, guys, free. Well, thank you so much. I won't see you for Halloween. I won't see you for Thanksgiving or Christmas. But have a God bless all three.
Thanks so much for giving me an opportunity to tell you about the good work being done here.
Yes, thank you. Well, guys, it was a wonderful show. I really hated to leave, but the heat was so very bad, and I think we talked with quite a few and saw quite a few beautiful and wonderful dogs. I think of you all the time. I hope you're sending monies and sheets and towels and whatever to the Humane Societies. They really need this. And it's coming to be the time when they get dogs that are all dirty and mucky and they have to bathe them and they need something to dry them with. Please remember the Humane Societies. They are so very important. I had a wonderful day with my girl Erin. She's so kind and considerate. I'm going to be doing a show with a gentleman that has service dogs. and I can't wait to do that. That's going to be my next show. So I love you all very much. Take care of yourselves, and thanks from all the tail waggers.